Sunday, I did a live with Don. It's on Beauty Pioneers. I'll add the link. But during the live, Dawn had said something about the fact of how she basically equated fast food to bad hair habits. And I was like, man. And then I took it a step further and kind of expounded on it. And the reason why I'm talking about this is I wanted to expound more because I was like, man, there's something there with that. And I know you're like, wait, fast food and hair? Yes, it's something. It's a similarity in our lifestyles when it comes to fast food and when it comes to our hair, right? So the first thing I'm gonna tell you is the fast food mindset. We're gonna talk about the fast food mindset and then the bad habit mindset and why they are so similar. So with the fast food mindset, just think about it now. Me personally, I have stopped for the most part going to fast food restaurants, but I am just like you guys where I'm a Chick-fil-A girl. I done had everything on Chick-fil-A menu, right? Or I am, for some reasons, when I was a kid, my mom used to order a Whopper with cheese, onions, cut in half off the broiler, right? And I was like, Mom, please let me get a piece, let me get a piece, let me get a piece. And she would give me a little piece, right? And then when I got an adult, you know how you get an adult, all the things you wanted to have and eat that your mama was like, this for grown people food, shrimp and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I'm eating all that. Everything that I was told I couldn't eat, I'm doing it, right? And um, so for me, one of my cravings is I can go for months and weeks without eating any fast food. But then when I'm ready, I want, guess what? That Whopper with cheese, cut in half off the broiler, onion, and onion added onto it. I brace the messing up. And so that is my craving. And what does it do? Just think about what fast food does for us. It gives us a quick sensation. We're craving something. It's fast. You're going to stand to the window. They already wrapping it up. They're giving you exactly what you want on it. And once you take a bite into it, it's savory. It has a little bit of salt. Some of you may like a little bit of sweetness to it with the ketchup and the tomatoes. And so now I'm making myself actually want a doggone Whopper with cheese. With the Coke and with some fries from Burger King. I'm a Burger King girl. I do like the Whopper. What I like, the quarter pounder with cheese meal too from McDonald's. They be fire too. But I'm just saying. So when you think about that, now you want to think about the woman who's like, man, might be going through some relationship issues, might have just had a baby, whatever the case may be, might just want to change. And you like, or you may be one of those women, which we have a lot of them, where we just like change. Like every week, I want something new. I don't want to look the same. I don't like looking the same. I want something new. So when you have that type of mindset, you're going to get what is convenience. And that's what it was. Don had mentioned about the fact that a lot of the bad practices are connected to the low grade of hair, even though you may be ordering hair from whoever, China, India, whatever the case may be. It's like the application, the method of it, like the quick weaves and the lace fronts. Those quick weaves and lace fronts are considered a low method when we come into the beauty world. It's considered like low end. Not saying you're low end, but it does put you in the tax bracket, and it's not a high tax bracket of women that use that, right? Because and you get why. I want a quick weave because it's quick. I'm gonna look cute. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do the lace front, the same thing. It's quick, it's convenient, and it soothes my insecurity, whatever that may be, or it just makes me feel good and different, right? So that's how we starting off real quick. This will not be long. So we just did the mindset. Now the addiction of convenience. Remember what I said at the beginning, when you pull up to a Chick-fil-A, they standing outside waiting for you, honey. They getting the orders done for you. Customer service is superb, but it's fast. Y'all ever been pulled up to a restaurant? Let me tell y'all about a place. I'm in Miami, grew up in Miami, We had a place called Captain Crab. I want to believe it's still there. Somebody told me they took it away. I pray not. It was in Carroll City, off of 183rd and 47th Ave. And it's Captain Crab. But one of the things we loved about Captain Crab was that you had jumbos too in the city. But one of the things we loved about Captain Crab was that when you get from the club or whatever the parties that you went to, you can go there at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and get you some crabs, right? It was convenient, but they got to steam it. It's like a line around the corner because it's late at night. Like, dang, they want crabs too. It's like, we have fun or whatever. And you know how you in the car, you hungry, and some of y'all done did some stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about, whatever. And it's like, I'm hungry and smoke something, right? And so you like, dang, how long is it gonna be? That's how it is with when it comes to fast food. It's convenience. Y'all supposed to be convenient. Y'all supposed to be faster than that. Or Miami Subs, we used to be like, we love the fact that they cook the food on the spot, but we need y'all to hurry up because you guys of convenience. That's why we go to those typical places, right? So the convenience for us is when it comes to our bad habits is we're going to go to those corner stores. We have a corner store on every aisle, right? We have a corner store. I mean, every aisle. We have a corner store on every corner, pretty much, especially in the low, the poverty-stricken neighborhoods. And, you're going to see a corner store and you're going to see a liquor store. So it is of convenience. They even call it the convenience store, right? And they're in the convenience store where we at, they sell t-shirts. They got the Arab t-shirts. They're going to sell you, child, you can even get seasoning for your food in there because it's a convenience store. And they're going to have behind the walls some weave. So you can go out there and you can buy your weave. I've done it. I was up 2 a.m. in the morning. I was in the city with a friend and I needed me a ponytail. So I went there and got me a low grade hair of a ponytail, right? So it is of convenience. And guess what, guys? We are addicted to it. We don't realize it, but like, I don't want to, like, just like how we're like, I don't want to sit in a salon all days. We're addicted to the convenience of being able to go somewhere, get some gel, some bad hair products, slick our hair back, or spritz our hair back, sleek ponytails. We love sleek ponytails. We like the half up, half down look with the beautiful curls. Those things, those are quick weaves. You know how they wrap the hair around that ponytail after they put the paper on the ponytail. They braid the hair, then they put the paper around it, and then they wrap the hair around it. Those are low-grade hairstyles, right? And so even though they look great, the reason why we love them is because they're of convenience. Now, the hidden damage is, what does fast food do? It clogs your arteries. What does bad hair practices do? They clog your hair follicles. Y'all see the resemblance and things? I'm like, man, that's a good video. Glue, tension, chemicals may make you look good for the week or 2 weeks or a few months, but they quietly are killing your hair crown, your crown of your head. Just like fast food, it tastes good going down, but a lot of times we feel still, after we eat it, we feel drained. A lot of us have high blood pressure. A lot of us have sugar, diabetes. We call it sugar, but diabetes. We have acne in the face. We have these different issues, skin issues. We have psoriasis. We have different things going on there. So even what we're putting in our body is damaging. So, and it's the weird part is, and I'm going to say this, you can go into those neighborhoods and you can go into the neighborhood and you can go to those corner stores, but you can't do that in other races of people in their neighborhoods. They even boycott. They didn't even want a Winn-Dixie in their neighborhood. So I want you guys to understand that the short-term decisions that you're making that may seem of fun, it's like, oh, child, what's the big deal or whatever? It's affecting you long-term. You'll be the one at the hospital talking about your feet is numb, or you're using the restroom too much. You find out you have diabetes because fast food over time is going to clog your arteries. It's so many of my friends that I see now that are in their 40s that have had heart attacks. I'm like, wait, 40s? You having heart attacks? So it affects you. Now we want to take it to the crown of your head. It's going to clog your hair follicles. It's going to cause you to have a some type of skin disorder, right? It's going to cause hair loss eventually because of the practices that you're doing. So it's not necessarily just today, we're not going to talk about the hairstyles and what they're doing. We're talking about the decisions that you're making, that you're doing, right? So we got all of that right. Now, the best thing to do is the hair detox. And Don kind of stepped on that as well. Detox from fast food. I think the best way, I'm going to tell y'all how I was able to detox. Get short on some money and have bills to pay. And weigh your options, especially if you're a person that is very responsible. And you're like, okay, $12 a Big Mac meal, or I take these $12 and I can buy some groceries and I can eat for at least 2 to 3 days. Good grocery, right? So if you that was the thing that helped me. I'm like, okay, what makes more sense? And a lot of times we want the convenience of not having to cook, but at the end of the day, you're going to save money and you're going to have food over and over again. You just have to reheat it, right? So that's the convenience. And the detox is now your body is more healthy because you're putting healthy things in your diet. You're doing the fatty foods, like the fatty healthy foods like avocado or salmon, different things like that, right? The same thing you would do with your hair. You're going to detox that hair. And we talked about that a little bit. Start feeding your crown, giving it hydration, gentle products, protective hairstyles that allow your scalp to breathe. That will be the difference in it, right? And then the same thing with the fast food, allowing your arteries not to clog, having the correct blood sugar, right? So you don't have to worry about getting diabetes or anything like that, right? So what's the bigger message in all of this? Both fast food and bad hair habits are deeper than beauty or convenience. They're symptoms of survival. A lot of us who have come from poverty, and I'm one, who have came from where we didn't have a lot of money coming through our house or whatever. So we are in survival mode. Even when we make it and we start doing better in life, we still have a mindset of survival mode. So that's why we're going and purchasing and doing quick weaves and lace fronts. And we think that we look good. You do look good. Let me not say that. But when certain people, when we see you, we understand that the mindset is still in the survival mode. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to spend $1,200. Let me just correct you and make you understand. I have worked in $1 million hair salons where it's a diverse salon where women are coming in and spending in $3,000 and $4,000 a month or every 2 weeks, right? I'm going to say a month because it depends on what they want. So when you see that, and then I go into my community and I see what we're doing, but the difference is those women still have their hair 20 years later. But for us, we don't have our hair 20 years later. By 20 years, our hair is done. And we have to rely on the quick weaves now. And we have to rely on the hair systems because we believe that hair systems and quick weaves is now our new us. Instead of embracing our natural hair, our crown, and loving that. That's why you see women all over social media showing you how great their weave look or their wigs look because they don't brag. They're never taking the time out to see how their hair look or to love their hair, right? They've never taken the time out to do that. Okay, so with that, in closing, that is what I want to say. I want you guys, if you're ready to stop feeding your crown, your junk crown, start with one small change a week. One thing, just start changing, right? Swap a wig for a rest day. Swap glue for hair growth, a growth oil, right? Those lavenders, tea trees, swap it. Those days you're not going anywhere. You deserve more convenience. You deserve healthy, thriving hair. I remember this guy, and I'm gonna close with this, at a church I used to go to, and he said the comment, he was talking about women, and he was talking about women dressing modest and carrying themselves in a certain way. And he said the reason why a lot of women don't believe that they can be beautiful and classy and everything and modesty is because they don't believe, because they have low self-esteem, or they don't believe it's possible. So a lot of you are like, my hair can't do what this hair extension can do. And on some levels, you're right. But you never gave your hair a chance. You never embraced your hair. You never really tried to learn your hair, because unfortunately, you were introduced to commercial hair, low-end commercial hair, at a very young age. So now it's so much embedded in you, you refuse to change that. And what comes with that, if you're able to deal with the consequences of hair loss, then go right ahead. But if you're ready to make the change, make the change, ladies. I pray that this video helps you. And remember, I am offering one-on-one coaching. I will link my email in there as well. And then make sure you subscribe to Beauty Pioneers. That link will be in there as well. All right, I'll see you guys next video. Bye.